Hey Hayley, do you like the Warriors?
I love it so much, Barry. I'm prepared to invest in it.
Oh, I would say probably, a few quid a month would be a good investment. What do you reckon?
That sounds perfect to me. Where do I sign up?
You go to Patreon and you get an extra episode each week. You get loads of bonus content, videos, secret little things, early access to tickets, and at some of the higher tiers, you get some goodies sent to you as well.
The Warriors Podcast, patreon.com/The Warriors. Join today.
Warning. The following podcast contains two highly strung people talking about their anxieties, fears, and worries. If you find any of the content offensive, then we are genuinely really sorry. We won't do it again, honest. Sorry.
Hello and welcome along to the Warriors Podcast with me, Barry Dodds, and her, Hayley Ellis.
Hi. This is our last one. Not ever, don't worry. Or feel relieved, whichever emotion you felt then. But we are having a little bit of time off over Christmas. Not on the Patreon. If you're a patron, you'll still get your Friday episodes. Don't you worry about that. But the main episodes, we're having a little bit of a break. Well, Barry mainly, because he does all the editing. So we should roughly be back around the 8th. Week beginning the 8th. Might be a few days late. It's Christmas.
It might be the 8th,
of January.
Might be the 9th, might be the 10th, but we'll be back at the start of January. But this is the very unspectacular finale for 2023. You're thinking, have they got something special planned? Nope. We're just here doing as we always do. And guess what as well? Little treat for you. Might be a little bit shorter than normal as well, because I am in a travel lodge with a room facing the front street of one of the busiest roads in Manchester. So there is a constant stream of sirens, screaming, and gunshots. That means I'm going to.
And it's only 1 p.m. in the afternoon.
It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon as well. Yeah, we couldn't record this one late at night. So anyway, that's all the bad news out the way. That's all the bad bits. This is the last one for a bit. It might be a little bit shorter. The Patreon ones will continue, and there might be a little couple of treats coming along on the Patreon one. Might not just be normal episodes. Might be things that are a little bit different.
Just episodes that are a bit longer, probably. Is that it?
Or unheard stuff, or maybe I've got the original pilot that we made for us to listen to as an attempt to see if me and you could talk for half an hour without slagging each other off or bitching too much about other people. We did it to see how it went, and I might edit that and put that out. So you can...
That'll be about 1 minute long then.
We said, let's find somewhere to record it. So we recorded it at the Canal House, where outside there was a big football match on. Oh, wonderful.
Oh, welcome to Entertainment on the Road. Hey, I want to talk to you about... I've had a bit of a bad week, which I'm not going to go into because it's very depressing. But something that's really made me laugh. I've made myself laugh with something I've done.
Go on.
Okay. So, Frog and Bucket, Fab, they look after me, they're my management, but they also run the Frog and Bucket Comedy Club. And I thought, I want to get the office a little present. Yeah? And I thought, what about a portrait of him? Brilliant. Now, there's a... You're looking suspicious.
It's the idea of a portrait. When you say portrait, I imagine an old school family portrait where everyone stood side by side, not smiling, with a little child between, like a Victorian father with his pipe.
Oh, it's definitely not that, Barry. So I found this person in Australia online called Really Bad Portraits. And what they do is you send them a photograph and they basically
oh no
fuck it up.
How is this a present?
Anyway, I've sent it. Well, now I'm regretting it because I thought, I forget that they represent me. I've sent it over and I'm
really
like,
insulting?
Well, it's pretty bad, you know. I basically just send the photo and they do what they want with it. Okay. I'm going to WhatsApp it you now just to get your reaction. You might want to move away from the mic because I reckon it's going to be bit...
Fucking hell! That's um poor Jacob.
And what can I say? Like, obviously, I'll ask them. I don't know if they'll want me to put it out there, to be honest with you. But basically, what they do is, like, they draw, like, really graphic things on them. Just think genitalia, teeth. One of them's got a banana coming out of a chin. One of the members of staff is pissing on one of the other members. Right? Anyway, I've sent that over. I think it's gone down okay. Who knows? It depends. So you don't see me gigging next year. There's a reason for that. One of them's got armpit hair that they've put bows in.
The saggiest breasts. And one of them's a fucking giraffe.
Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, all of you at Fab. I really appreciate it, even though the picture doesn't look like it.
And listen, if you want to give me gigs, I'll take them. I'll do them.
Can I say what? Tell them what you got me.
Right. So we did a gig together. We travelled up to the northeast of England, to Newcastle City Hall, to do Laughs for Kids, which is a charity gig where everyone brings a present for a child who may not get one, and the charity distribute them. And in return, those people get a star-studded lineup, and also Barry Dodson
and me
Harris.
and Barry.
So we travelled up. I did the driving. I picked Hayley up at Weatherby Services, and we set off driving. Now, I do have a couple of issues that I'd like to raise with you, Hayley, because if it had been done the other way around, I wouldn't be hearing the fucking end of them right now. So Hayley got in the car. I think Hayley got a bit of a surprise because I came to find Hayley in the car park, dressed as a full Ghostbuster. The like full beige jumpsuit, like the name tags, the logo, everything. So then you had to walk across the car park of one of the busiest service stations in the country with fucking everyone slowing their cars to look at you. And I
think they would have done that if you didn't have the jumpsuit on as well, Barry.
Oh look, the Clampets are going on holiday. So we got in the car. What's the first thing you did when you got in my car, Hayley?
I spilt coffee
all over the fucking console panel, and it's an automatic car as well that I drive, so it hasn't got one of those. It hasn't got one of those little rubber protective things around it. It just goes straight into the mechanics. So that was all over. And it also went inside the button for the demister on the back windscreen that doesn't work anymore, just so you know. That's where your coffee went, Hayley. So I'll be sending you the invoice for that bill from the garage.
Oh, here we go. All of a sudden. Oh, yeah, and it affected the tyres, Hayley. I need to have them replaced. Oh, do you, Barry?
Well, the button doesn't work anymore, so I can't see out the back of my windscreen. So if I get, any hefty bills, I'll be sending it on to your management, who, frankly, will be overjoyed to be passing it on to you, I imagine, having received that shitty picture of them. You got a bill for it? Not a problem.
That cost me a lot of money, that picture.
So she got hot coffee into the electrics of my car. So we set off driving. Don't roll your fucking eyes, because it happened.
It wasn't even that much. Go on. And I wiped it up. Go on.
Tried to wipe it up because you didn't have any tissues. So I set up. I've got like a thing on the dashboard that is like a holster for putting things in, so it could hold like the camera for the reversing, the dash cam or the sat nav or whatever. She immediately takes the piss out of me sat nav. Right, that got stuck to the windscreen. An old school TomTom going, fucking hell, is it 1997? Right. So we got there, we parked up, and I'd set up a GoPro so that we could record ourselves answering some questions in the car. We parked up, and we were getting ready to go, and I said, oh, could you just get that off the dashboard for me? you reached it over a ham-fisted, just ripped the entire fucking setup off the dashboard. Did you remember?
Now,
Because you looked at me and went, like that, and I went, what do you reckon? And you started giggling because you knew what you'd done straight away. Like, we even watched the fake leather lift up off the top of the dashboard. Just crunch. Like fucking Wreck-It Ralph.
I don't know my own strength. Do you know what? I'm really strong. And it's like asking the Hulk to open a bag of crisps. Like, I don't realise, because my boyfriend, like, I don't realise how heavy-handed I am sometimes. I'll do things like, I'll shut the door in the car and someone will be like, fucking hell, why are you slamming it? And I don't realise I'm doing it. I did rip the thing off it. Yeah, I did do that.
Ripped it clean off, but like, not like a rip, not like no effort, just one smooth, fluid, forceful movement, just rip. Like, oh,
anyway,
great.
can we get to the initial question, which is what you got me for Christmas? Apart from a fucking invoice now.
I got you a book. I saw a book, and I thought, oh, that's a sort of thing. And I saw a signed copy of it as well. I went, oh, it's even better. She'll bloody love this. A signed copy of this thing from a favourite thing. It was From Rags to Ricky by Sid Owen. Good present that for someone into
EastEnders, yeah.
Street. Well, it's the same thing, isn't it?
I did used to watch EastEnders in your defence, but I haven't watched it in about 10 years.
But
so,
I thought it was Coronation Street.
I opened it and you were like, what do you think of that? And I was like, I don't get it. And you were like,
There's nothing to
what
get.
Do you think of it? It's like,
it's a real present. It's not a joke.
I thought it was a joke.
No, it's a real thoughtful present.
Anyway, I'll be selling that on eBay to pay for the fees that Barry's going to invoice me.
I'll
be
driving down the M1. Sparks coming out the back. No attachments, just water and electric mixing. So that was a good gift, I thought. Admittedly, you can see the thought process was nice. I hope.
That's like me going, oh, do you know what? He really likes the band. There's two of them. And they do like sort of electro pop. And he's been to see him a few times. The Ting Tings, I'll get him tickets for them.
I'd have kicked you out the car.
When you're like wet leg. Yeah. Anyway. Should we do some people's worries?
Still be picking you out the bushes on the M1. Have you had any weird Christmas presents? I appreciate that was... I thought that was a nice Christmas present that sort of...
Do you know what? The thought was there, Barry.
It was.
So I appreciate the thought. And you will be getting yours at some point. Not at the minute, because I've got a whopping vet's bill. But you will be getting something with equal amount of thought in the next couple of months.
Right, if you get me a Pet Shop CDs, don't. Give the money to charity.
Anyway, have you got any worries this week, Barry, that aren't related to me, that I've caused them?
Well, this one was nothing to do with you. I had last night an experience that I've never had before. Right, don't say...
I don't need
right,
to know, Barry.
Don't be cheap. Right. So I performed a Christmas comedy show last night, and it was a good show, I thought, but it was Christmassy. You know, these good for Christmas is different from good to normal. You know, what would normally be a 5 out of 10 gig becomes a 7 out of 10 gig at Christmas. Because expectations are different.
What do you mean? What better? Oh, okay, yeah.
So,
I'm with you.
like, normally you just go, oh, that was a bit shit, whereas you come away from this going, you know what, not great, but for Christmas, I'll take it.
So what we mean by that is someone's talking throughout, usually be like, well, that was awful. Someone talking throughout Christmas, well, at least he never thrown shit at me.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Different expectations. So we we did the show and it was good, and there were a couple of Warriors fans had come along to the show. I'm not sure if they want to be named or not, so I'm not going to name them, just in case, they've in case it violates, the terms of their parole or anything like that. If they'd snuck their tags off for the night or anything. So I was out with a couple of Warriors fans, very nice people, and I was talking to them. This is right after the show. I literally walked off the stage, walked over to the table and sat down and started having a chat because I thought they were about to leave. We were chatting for about 5 minutes, and then a drunk woman appeared from nowhere at the side of the table, and she was probably early 40s, clearly had a drink or two or 7, and I don't think that she had enjoyed the night as I wanted her to, because she said to her, she went, "I'm not being funny, right, but I just want to ask you all, right, just honestly, what do you think of the standard of comedy that was on display today?" And
Did she... Now, was she...
Hang on.
Was she...
Hang on.
All right.
Hang on. What do you think of the standard of comedy that was on display today? And they both went, "Oh, I thought it was..." And I looked and just was like, "Hang on, just don't say anything." And I just went, "I thought it was appalling." And she went, "Thank you. Thank you." And then she turned to us and she went, "Be honest, did you laugh? Did you laugh at any of it? Did you laugh once?" And I went, "No, didn't laugh once." And she went, "It was..." And I went, "Which one of them did you hate the most?" Right? She didn't know. It was me.
So she
had no idea.
So not even from the accent, the face,
the accent,
none
the
of
face,
it, the clothes.
Yeah. Didn't.
Because let's face it, you wouldn't have changed to speak to the people in the audience. So
I literally walked off the stage to the table. Okay. And I went, "Which one do you think was the worst?" And she went, "All of them. They were all shit." Right? And I went, "Yeah, but which one did you hate the most? Really hate the most?" I thought it was the compare. And she went, "No, all of them. All of them." And I went, "Yeah, but what did you think about the host?" And she went, "Are you the host?" I went, "Yeah." What? I wish I'm going to see if I could get the video footage from the CCTV of the moment her face went, and she just stood, and all of our works on the back table went, she was on her work stew.
What did she say after that when she realised it was you?
She
apologised.
"Oh, no, not you. I loved you. You were really funny." and I went, "Fuck off." And she went, and she was so embarrassed. She literally threw her arms around me and gave me a hug, going, "Oh no, you were great. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry." And I gave her a hug back because I just thought, you know what? I really enjoyed it.
Knowing that she hates you, you hugged her back.
Yeah.
Knowing that she looked you in the eye and said you were shit.
Yeah. But,
and you're like, "Merry Christmas."
But knowing that she's got to wake up this morning and go, "Oh my God." And then she's got to go into work and they're all going to be like, "Do you remember at that comedy night when you..." That's never going to be forgotten, ever.
Do you know where she works?
I could probably find out fairly easily, but I think that's probably protected data. I think that's maybe a GDPR issue. Yeah. But I'm sure I spoke to them at some point, so I could probably remember it if I really put my brain to it. But it was just a beautiful.
Because I'd love it. I'd love it if it was like, I know it's not, but if it was like Greg's or somewhere like where it's customer facing, and you could go back in and queue up for like a pasty, and then when she serves you, go, "Oh, have you done anything nice this weekend?" You go, "Oh, I went to watch comedy." "How was it?" "Shit." Again. And she does it again with you.
I put on glasses with those things and the fake moustache, the Groucho Marx specs.
What about the host?
Hey, which one did you hate the most? I was really trying to get her to say me. I was really going to try and stare it so she would go, that fat prick. The way he spoke to that group of nurses. I really, really wanted her to focus her anger on me because I knew it would make the reveal of going, ta-da, even more satisfying. But can I just say, on the off chance that lady hears this to see if, who that compare was and see if they may talk about it on the podcast. If it was you, can I just say to you, please, please, please don't feel bad. Like, it was one of the most...
A lot of people feel the same. A lot of people think the same. You're not alone.
Yeah, there are several support groups all set up by my exes. Very vitriolic. You gather around a cauldron every Wednesday.
This is why. I mean, it's not the same thing, but it's why I like... won't go to the toilet after a gig. If I've got to use the same toilet as the audience, which, a lot of venues you do, I won't go because I don't want to be in a cubicle and hear someone going, rate. Because a lot of the time they think they can rate the acts. They'll go, oh, he was my favourite. They were their second favourite. Like, I don't want to hear that.
No. I don't like that either. But it was the fact it was being done right to my face that was so utterly unique. Like, how often does that happen? How often do you get that? Someone completely unfiltered just telling you what they thought. And you know what? I'm only human. I've made so many mistakes in my life that I bite my knuckles when I think about. She's going through one of those. If she hears this, I promise I'm laughing about it because I will never forget the split second when you realised it was fucking beautiful. Oh, are you the host? Just all three of us nodding.
You look different in real life.
Slimmer. Stage adds pounds.
Slimmer off stage with my own hands. Should we do some people's problems?
Let's do someone else's problems. Go for it.
This is the part of the show where you email us your worries. If you're a patron, take priority. If not, email us, thewarriorspodcast@gmail.com, or you can DM us on Instagram or Twitter, although I have been a bit slack on the old socials recently, so apologies for that. But David, who is a patron, sent us a message. Hiya, Hayley and BJ. That's Barry John. I'm worried my wife has
gone a little bit
situation.
quiet recently. I thought that might have disappeared, the old BJ dodge, but it's good to know it's still out there.
Still out there. I'm worried my wife has put me in a situation where she said not to get each other Christmas presents. Now, she did this at Valentine's where I got her something and she didn't get me. Brackets. Now, that didn't bother me as I didn't give to receive. Anyway, close brackets. But she done it again with Christmas. Should I get her something or not bother? As she did say don't. Cheers, David.
No, don't. She set the rules.
Well, you're asking the wrong person with Barry, David, because if you say, Barry, don't spend money, he'll go, right, I won't.
Do as instructed at all times.
There's no line there, do you know what I mean? Right, I won't.
She told you what to do, David. I do not understand the issue. I do not get this problem. She told you what to do. Do it.
I did a bit of a Barry the other day, you know.
What?
I think you would have done this in this circumstance. We had a workman round who was doing something with the Wi-Fi. And he was sat outside, it's quite cold. So I just popped my head round and said, do you want a brew? Couldn't be arsed making one, but I asked him.
Yeah.
And he went, no, it's all right. But I could tell he did. But I thought, he said no, he's not fucking getting one.
No. Hang on, how is that doing a Barry?
Because you take the word, you can't read emotion.
But it's when they answer positively that you go like, oh, fuck, I was only being nice. What you said yes for, you prick. Ended up taking two
like when you
coffees,
used to-
two coffees and 3 slices of pizza to the doorman at City Hall on the stage door. Do you remember? On Sunday.
Yeah.
I got caught by Raymond and Timkins review sneaking pizza out to the guy. I felt sorry for him because he stood there in the cold all night. So I was like taking him secret coffees and the pizza that was meant for the acts. Sorry, acts, if you didn't get pizza, but the doorman looked well happy at the end of the night.
But if he would have said no, you wouldn't have bothered, would you? Because literally with you go, we're gonna do. You won't go. Oh, maybe there's some alternative meaning behind this answer.
No. No.
So, what I would say, David, is she will want a present. She's not going to get you one.
She said no.
She'll want one.
Give her cash. If it's that much of an issue, then just have 20 quid in your pyjamas pocket or whatever on Christmas morning.
What, like he'd been out on a toilet cistern and then just going to hand it to his...
Just slide 20 quid across the table before you pull your cracker. Say Happy Christmas, and then what's the problem?
That would be worse than nothing.
No, that's better than nothing.
For a start, he's wearing pyjamas with a pocket. Right. I gotta be saying they're clean.
Pockets.
Yeah. Point proven. So for a start, he's wearing pyjamas with a pocket. He's getting out a note and just sliding it across the table like he's doing some transaction. 20 quid is insulting as well.
You're not going to do with 50. Not many places take them.
Get her a present,
you don't do with more
David,
than
even
one
if it's like,
note.
this is really tricky because I would say to my partner, "Oh, don't bother," but I never mean it. Maybe.
Why lie? If you want a present, say I want a
better
present.
person than what you are. Yeah, but you feel tight because you have... Christmas
Exactly.
it costs people so much money that you don't want to put that extra pressure on them, but at the same time you still want a gift. Like we spend a lot of money on our daughter, whatever, and I'd be like, "Oh, don't do that, don't get me something." But at the same time, I'm like, "Oh, I really want something to open Christmas Day. I don't want a folded note out of a pajama pocket."
Look, as a rule, I don't do presents. If I see something that I want, I'll get it. If I see something, like I'm not getting my mum and dad anything, right? But if I see something, I'll get it for them and I'll give it to them at the time. That's why they got a dishwasher, like just randomly, right? I buy all year round.
You're good at getting presents that people don't ask for or don't want.
They might not be the right present, but you can always see my logic behind it and why I came to that conclusion, like a book by Sid Owen, the famous Coronation Street actor.
David, here we go. We might have found a solution, a Venn diagram here. Does your wife, David, like EastEnders?
You dare, Haley Ellis.
If you want to PayPal me £20 from your pyjama pocket, and I'll send her the book. Happy Christmas, bada boom, bada bing.
And Haley will sign it. Haley will sign it as well next to Sid's name. And the mystery forever will be, who is that signature? Who is this Haley? And then one day you'll be watching like live at maybe like
No.
like
Maybe like
Sky
can't pay,
or
we'll take it
something.
away.
Maybe you'll leave the YouTube running for one of the Warriors specials and go, "Hey, that's her." Yeah, no.
But yes, let us know, David, and happy Christmas.
Yeah. So there we go. Don't get her anything. On that note, happy Christmas, everyone. I hope you have a lovely time. We'll see you early January, not that early, 8th, 9th, 10th, something like that. Basically, I've still got to edit all the Patreon stuff, but I am actually going away for Christmas and turning the fucking phone off for a change.
You know what the Grinch is like? He's going back to the mountain.
You know what
Up
the
in his
Grinch
little
is like?
lair.
I tell you what the Grinch is like, because if you're not aware, Haley dressed up as the Grinch for one of the shows at Newcastle City Hall. And she got the full costume, but the costume had this rubber face. It was a rubber face with all the green fur around it, which obviously she could wear on stage because she needs to use Hayley had painted her face green, so this green mask bit of the setup wasn't needed. So I opened my bag and got my selection of tools out. Everyone was really baffled that I've got a hammer in my bag. I'd just like, why wouldn't you
it's
have
worrying.
one?
I don't say baffled, I'd say worried.
Everyone was stunned by it. I've got several multi-tools, so I got my knife out and I cut the face bit out the mask. You put it on, looked amazing. You agreed? It did work.
It did look good.
The problem is
Barry.
that on the back seat of my car now, there's rubber sliced up. Basically, I look like a fairy tale Leatherface going around. I look like I've caught and skinned the Grinch.
Can I just tell you as well? So I face painted me. It was my daughter's nativity the next morning. I face painted my face green. Get in at what midnight, 1:00, whatever. Start taking the face paint off. Wouldn't come off. Like the green would not come off. I had to wash my face about 40 times. It was like just staying. Honestly, I thought I can't go into school because what can I say? Oh, I dressed like the Grinch. Who's going to believe that? And I still, in the morning, had like green tinge around the side of my face. So apologies.
Yeah, apologies to that petrol station as well. Like, I forgot I was dressed as a Ghostbuster on the way back. I'd been wearing it all day, got used to it, you'd got used to it. I got out, started filling up, and realised that the bloke in this was just looking at a Ghostbuster filling up the worst Ecto one he's ever seen. Fucking coffee dripping out the back of it, dashboard ripped open, Ghostbuster, green-faced woman
Grinch
at the
front.
side. Grinch. The body of a recently murdered Grinch, some of the evidence in the back, and the woman filming the Ghostbuster.
The drugs are getting worse.
That's why you never work in late night garages. Happy Christmas, everyone. Take care of yourselves.
Happy
Hope
Christmas.
It is whatever you want
Thanks for all your
to
support.
be. Take care. Love you all. Most of you.
Bye.
I don't have an answer for that. Is there
Ditto.
something else I can help with?
You have been listening to the Warriors podcast, hosted by me, Hayley Ellis, and him, Barry Dodds.
All artwork by John Cooper and Matthew Reed. All editing and audio by Hayley and Barry, with additional sound production by Grinters.
If you'd like to get in touch, then send us an email to thewarriorspodcast@gmail.com, or you can find us on Twitter @thewarriorspod.
Thanks for listening.